But I came up in church doing church music, that's kind of how I started playing the guitar, and I love the different styles of worship. I go do a lot of different church events and go see the different styles of worship in the different churches, Like I said, I grew up in a Pentecostal church, man. It was, during worship, you're very much in danger sometimes, You don't know of being hit by a banner or a tambourine. You don't know what's going to happen, And I read about this church in Oklahoma. This really happened. They were a tambourine kind of church. They had tambourines on the front row, And somebody came in, grabbed the tambourine, visitor lady, she grabbed the tambourine, started playing it, And she was distracting everybody. I guess she wasn't very good at tambourine playing. I don't know how you mess up tambourine playing, but she did. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was a white lady. Just a guess. Anyway, they asked her to stop playing. The usher did. Came down. She wouldn't stop playing, so they escorted her out into the lobby, where they pepper sprayed and tasered her. They don't play around in Oklahoma, evidently. I just love thinking about that board meeting at that church. Well, we got this budget surplus. That's great, man. This carpet, it needs to be replaced. We know that. This AC unit's on the fritz all the time, man. But you know what? These ushers need stun guns. Let's do that first. My favorite part was what the guy said about the lady in the story. He said, well, she wasn't acting very Christianly. Like, what Bible are you reading, pal? Well, it says right here in Psalms, make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. But stay ye on the beat, or we shall electrocute thee. And it's right there, guys. That's in the Message Bible. Sometimes I'll do a Sunday morning at church. They'll be like, Johnny, can you come in, share some comedy, maybe share your heart, share your testimony. Hey, I'd love to do that. Hey, can our band get up and do a couple worship songs? If our band gets up, does a couple worship songs before you come, set the mood. Hey, that's great. Whatever you do, Pastor. But now I get up there. They don't have the words on the screen like at my church, at some of these little churches I go to. So I'm just like staring off into space, I look like I'm just not participating. So I've learned to just kind of sing out what I think they're singing. Don't do that. I'll mess you up. About 3 years ago, I was in a church, they were doing a song I'd never heard before. And I don't know if you may do this song at your church, you may not, but we do it at my church now, and I know how it goes now. It's a beautiful song called Oh, How He Loves Us. Very beautiful song. If you don't know how it goes like this. It goes, He is jealous for me. Love's like a hurricane. I am a tree. Well, that's beautiful, you guys. That's like poetry. But that ain't what I heard. Not what I sang. I was like, he is Muhammad Ali. Floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. They asked me to lead, okay? They tased me. I am a church person. I grew up in church, and I don't know, man. I'm thankful for that. I really am. Church is weird, though. It's interesting. We have there's weird stuff in church. And I was a PK. I have a dark sense of humor because I was a preacher's kid, We saw everything behind the curtain, so it's a little bit wild in there, I was told when I'd go into church when I was a kid, my mom would say, when you two get in here, you need to act right. You ever have that? And she said it because it was an act. Because we were not right, and we needed to act right so that the government didn't take us away from her. But I'd be trying to act right, and something would go on in the service. The pastor would flub a word or something, and then I'd see my brother's shoulders shaking. I'd be like, we're all going to get beat. I get the church giggles. You know about the church giggles is when you're supposed to be serious. You can't hold it. You can't help it. It'd always be the weirdest scenario. I remember the hymnal, the back of the hymnal. I'd read the hymnal, because I like going to the obscure hymns. You got your Victory in Jesus, Amazing Grace. Those are the hits. You go to the 400s, it gets weird back there. It does. I like those, and we never sang those. But one time I was 10 years old, and pastor gets up, and there's a hymn in the Bible. There's a hymn in the Bible. There's a hymn in the hymn book. It's about the story in the Bible about the woman who got healed by Jesus. She had this issue, and she reached out and touched the hem of his garment, and she was healed. Wonderful story. And the hymn is called, If I Could But Touch the Hem of His Garment. Wonderful story. But the pastor gets in front of the microphone. Everyone stand and turn to hymn 425 and sing with me, If I Could But Touch. And that's the last thing I remember because I laughed so hard I blacked out. I still get the church giggles as an adult. We had a funeral at my church. That's a very serious occasion. It wasn't a very somber occasion, though. He was 95, beautiful member of our congregation, beloved person. And it's more of a celebration of his life than a sad moment for us, but we're just trying to hold it together. And we're one of those churches that write stuff all over the walls, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have these churches now that just stencil stuff. Saved people, serve people, that kind of weird stuff, We're so glad you're here, or whatever, My wife saw this one in the bathroom at one of these mega churches. I swear to you, it said, practice grace, not perfection. I think that's fine. That's a great sentiment, but not in the bathroom. Do you really want somebody coming out of your bathroom being like, look, y'all, I need some grace from y'all right now. I have messed up. Somebody get a mop. But we're one of those churches, we write stuff on the walls. And so years ago, we did all the stencil on the walls, and they rolled the casket out. And now, it's a very serious thing. They park that casket along the wall. I'm trying to hold it together, And right above it on the wall, a few years ago, somebody had written, you're right where you belong. And I had to excuse myself. Anybody work in the nursery at your church? Y'all, you got to do it. It's the best because these babies cannot rat you out if it all goes wrong. You come back from church, I hand you a crying baby. It's like, look, maybe I dropped him. Maybe he's a brat. Like, you don't get to judge me. This is the Lord's house. And we're a sticker church. Y'all putting stickers on the kids at your church, checking them in. We're tagging these kids like they're in the wild. It's weird. Like it's a nature study. Sprinkle out some goldfish crackers and track their movements. It's weird. My pastor had to explain it to me, Johnny, it's a security thing. It's got the kid's name on the sticker, a code at the bottom. The parent gets a piece of paper with that same code. They come back after church to claim their child like it's a coat check or a raffle. Wonderful. Welcome to Fox River. And parents lose that piece of paper at my church. Do y'all ever have that happen? I don't know what your policy is, but I don't put up with that mess in my nursery. You come back without that paper, I'm like, I'm sorry, we're keeping him. Okay, he works for Jesus now, all right? You knew the risks. They're like, you know me, that's my son, I just dropped him off. I'm like, sir, look, okay, without the receipt, the best I can do is store credit. And then I let them pick out a child of equal or lesser value. So we give out so many redheads, y'all. It's unbelievable. I feel like that hurt some people's feelings. I'm kidding around. Redheads don't have feelings. Let's move forward as a group.